how's it going, huh? I've been thinking, I used to have quite a good time when I was a school kid playing on the phone. Did you ever play on the phone? This was before this caller ID stuff was, where they didn't know who you were, they couldn't find out who you were. They didn't have caller ID, call waiting, and all this horseshit. No, you could play on the phone. You could call people 3 in the morning and say, "Hey, is your phone ringing?" Call Mrs. Twilva. Say, well, "Hey, this is Mr. 14. It's your lucky day." You can't do stuff like that now. I remember I sent 3 different cabs, plural, to my, to the bishop's house. He lived in this great big mansion, and I sent 3 different cabs to his house one time. I looked out the window and I looked at the whole thing. It was a lot of fun. You could call up somebody. You could find some, I don't know, Chinese name in the phone book. And you call them up and you say, "Hi, is Dam Singh there?" The guy on the other line says, "Oh, you've got the wrong number." And you'd say, "Oh, you mean me, wing, wong, number?" Woo! It's a lot of fun. You can't have fun like that nowadays. I feel sorry for the kids nowadays. I really do. There's not much fun they can have. They don't go outside and play. I used to play hopscotch when I was little. Hula hoop. I had a lot of fun. Cops and robbers. Cowboys and Indians. You can't do shit like that today. You gotta be inside and text people. You gotta watch your laptop, watch a movie, play games. You can't do stuff. You can't have fun nowadays. It's almost like it's against the law to have fun. I don't know what's wrong with a lot of young people today. I really like old people, You've got a lot of class or have a lot of experience. You go downtown and you go into a store and there's an old person behind you. You open up the door for them. And usually, 10 out of 10 times will say, "Well, thank you. That's your kind of you." And it makes you feel good. You open the door for a young boy or girl, a teenager, 50% of the time they'll just walk on through. They won't even say thanks. It's like people that drive cars. You're driving your car and you see somebody that's wants to turn left or get in your lane or something. People don't usually allow people to get in the lines of traffic. But it makes you feel good when you say, "Oh, okay, go ahead, I'll wait for you." And usually people will go, "Oh, thank you, thanks a lot." And then there's some assholes that they're on their cell phone or they're drinking a Coke or something. They don't even acknowledge that you let them in line. They're assholes. Then there's people on the highway, where you can see that one of the lanes has been, cut off ahead of you with the traffic cones. And there's always some asshole in a BMW or, some damn, sports car or something that thinks he's smarter than everybody else. They think people are suckers. He's going to speed up. He's going to go in the wrong lane. And then he's going to act surprised. Hey, I didn't know these cones were here. Maybe someone will let me in. I'm innocent. I didn't know that I was in the wrong lane. What a shithead. And people let him in. I don't let him in. I know what their game is. I don't want to let him in, and I don't. And people that get behind you in traffic, they're right up your ass. Hey, I've got to go, more than the speed limit. They're right up your ass. That gives me a great pleasure in slowing down. Especially when they can't pass me because there's other cars in those lanes. I purposely slow down. Just makes them mad. They're assholes. They think they're important. They think they're special. You know the people that speed past you on the right lane? They're not supposed to do that. Where are the cops? The cops are never there when you need them. It's a wrong world we live in. The things that bother me in life, I'm sure they bother you too. They can't just be my concern. Like Britney Spears, for instance. People like that are so in love with themselves. Doesn't it make you sick? She's got such, what they call in Australia, she's got tickets on herself. She thinks she's it in a bit. It in a bit. And she does. Compare Britney Spears and Madonna and people that just are so full of themselves. Compare them with like Susan Boyle. If you don't know who Susan Boyle is, you're kind of out of touch with the world. But compare the two. One's humble and gifted. One thinks that they're gifted. And an asshole, a smartass. People, please, don't be an asshole. Don't be an asshole and do good for people. Do good and it will always come back, not to haunt you, but to bless you. And if you really believe that, how about sending me a few bucks? What a bunch of saps!